So as we do, chat, we will go to non-copywritten territory. Again, the lights aren't nearly as bright as they normally are. Your boy's got a headache, so I'm not going to stare at bright-ass ring lights, but we have more franchise mode. Again, for those that missed it last night, your Arizona Diamondbacks ended up with their catcher of the future in Joel Donnelly and a crap load of bullpen help. Whereas on the flip side, with the #1 overall pick, I struck gold with Domingo Villalobos, who I am very, very excited about. And of course, old 75 overall out of the gates, Juan Fran. So definitely a superior draft for me. You guys didn't do that bad, though. But yeah, I am very, very happy with my picks and what might happen. That said, you guys could make the playoffs. 35-27. Game back of the wild card. We're not even at the halfway point of the season, though, so we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Maybe, just maybe, you guys have done enough with the likes of Trey Turner to get it done. Honestly, maybe we should have seen what that potential trade was. Maybe we should have seen. If the AI comes at you with trades. Nick Anderson, the newest Brewer. Carlos Ruiz, Scott Montero. That's not too bad. It's a fairly realistic trade. The Rays are offering me a trade. Sean Murphy for Bradley, Manzardo, and Schnell. Bradley, 23, being a 69. Manzardo is trash. And so is Schnell. You know, we'll have to draw the line. Do we allow both of our teams to maybe complete a trade so long as the AI are the ones to initiate it? I'm not going to do it. Bradley's not worth the compensation pick I could get for Murphy. But that's something we should consider. Whether or not we are also going to allow trading here to just spice it up a little bit. So, All-Star Week. What do we got in the Home Run Derby? It is Ian Happ leading the way, Trout, Olsen, Walsh, Lowe, Harper, Betts, and Pete Alonso. Fair enough. And in the All-Star game. All right, before the All-Star game, Brian Hayes gets dealt to the Dodgers. Poor Pittsburgh. They do pick up 2 decent prospects, including a guy named Johnny Justice. Brian Hayes to the Dodgers. Pittsburgh never holds on to their people. All right, so the AL All-Stars. Barrios, Marquez, Savali, Nola, Arias. Edwin Diaz makes it for your Oakland Athletics. In terms of anybody in the lineup, Rafael Devers makes it onto the bench. All right, so I had 2 people. I had 2 people make it. Let's see what you guys got here. What do you have for any potential All-Star representatives? Nobody in the bullpen. Catcher, what's up? You had Trey Turner. Trey Turner makes the All-Star game for you guys. And he is your only representative. But still, Trey Turner makes the All-Star game. Catcher, what's up? What's up, what's up? So a couple of All-Stars for both of us. Looks like it was easier to make the AL All-Star game. All right, so you guys are at 53-42. I'm at 30-67, so I'm competing for another first overall pick. Although I'm no longer the worst team in the league. I was 30th, now I'm 26th. You guys are 11th. You still have a shot. You still have a shot at maybe making the playoffs. Let's see what happens through the rest of the year. Let's see what happens. What do we got? Yankees offer me a trade as well. Edwin Diaz for McCade Brown, who is a 23C and a 69, as well as Gomez. Absolutely not. If I wanted to get out from under the contract, maybe, but yeah, no thanks. Glad that the Yankees are trying to lowball me. No thank you.
What is this place?
Another trade in my direction. Sheldon Noose at third base for John. I want to say Doakis, but that's not it. Doxakis. Dos Equis. John Dos Equis, who's trash. Yeah, no. God, these AI trade offers are just as bad as they've ever been. Yeah, no trades, thank you. Let's move on. No trades for either side. Those deals were awful. You guys are going to make the playoffs. At this rate, you guys are going to make it. Ooh, 4 games back of the wild card. You're right there. You're right there. This is going to be close. Okay. In terms of September call-ups. Oof, man, look at Becerra. Look at Perdomo. You guys are absolutely stacked in terms of the outfield. It's nuts. Giancarlo Cintrone. Probably best to call him up. And then in terms of an aging pitcher, Luis Farias. Makes more sense to call these dudes up to not disrupt the momentum that your guys have in the minors. I'm going to be doing the same damn thing for me. Just don't disrupt the momentum. Yeah, Arnaz is going to be so good next year. Guess we'll call up Brett Harris, who is kind of trash. And, oh man. Oh man, does my team suck. They really do. Call up this trash bag. Okay, I thought I added them to 40-man, but apparently not. I have a full 40-man. Shit. Shit. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me slice of apple pie. I guess JT again. Congratulations, JT. You are a September call-up. My team is trash. Let's see if you guys can make the playoffs. 80 and 70. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Ooh, 5 games back. It looks like you guys are just going to miss. You got to go on a crazy run here. That's not going to be enough. Yeah, the magic number's 3. Looks like you guys are just going to miss out on the playoffs. It was close, but you didn't make it. So Oakland finishes at 61 and 101. I might have another number 1 overall pick. You guys finished at 86 and 76, but it was not enough. So in the playoffs, you have Tampa and Seattle. Winner plays Toronto. Cleveland plays Houston. Cubs and Giants. Winner plays the Dodgers, Brewers, and Phillies on the NL side of things. So you guys were close. Very, very, very close. It just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. So, for you guys this year, your hit leader was Ketel Marte, 174. It's not bad. 32 home runs from Marte. Buddy Kennedy with 24. 20 for Turner and Hernandez. 106 RBIs for Marte. Stolen bases, 40 stolen bases for Trey Turner. 300 average for Marte, which is lovely. 385 on base for Van Meter, but Ketel Marte was dominant this year. Easily your best player. Hernandez was pretty solid too. Some other guys might have disappointed a little bit. 78 walks for Hernandez, 130 strikeouts for Rojas. In terms of pitchers, the winningest was again Severino. Losing record for Cedric Doss. 200 innings for Sevy. 245 strikeouts for Doss, though. Interesting, but a 5.13 ERA. Not great. Sevy was pretty damn good, though. Sevy might be in the Cy Young conversation. He might be. Yeah, Severino was easily your best guy. Let's see, for the A's, I can't imagine how bad this was. Devers with the most hits with 154, 33 dingers. Oh my god, only 3 guys were over 20 dingers on the season, which is brutal. Absolutely brutal. 77 RBIs, 13 stolen bases for my first baseman. My first baseman led the way in stolen bases. 252 average for Devers, a 790 OPS, which I know is cut off right now at the moment, but yeah, we sucked. We absolutely sucked. Swervin went 10-16. God awful ERA. I gotta get up and switch something here for a quick second, but bottom line is my team was trash. Absolute trash. BRB in a hot. Also, shout out to the wardrobe change. 3 pump. I am not currently home. I am set up in my parents' guest room as I am visiting for a few days. So, yeah, we'll be back home soon. All right. With that, the awards. All right, so we didn't have any winners. Ian Happ wins AL MVP. Let's be honest, Vladdy got screwed. 3 less home runs, 5 fewer RBIs, but a significantly better average. Happ had a 917 OPS. Vladdy got fucked. That's a shame. NL side is Matt Olson. No remorse. We might switch things up. You know, we like to play a little bit of everything. Got Bryce Harper, Juan Soto up there. Cy Young, Jose Barrios. Yeah, that makes sense. God, if he's that good for the Blue Jays IRL, Blue Jays fans are going to be insufferable. Holy shit. NL-wise, it's Zach Wheeler. Can't really disagree with that either. It's pretty much on point. Batting title, Alex Bregman and Mookie Betts. Reliever of the year, Liam Hendricks. Wins it for the second time in 3 years. Devin Williams wins it in the NL with 52 saves. Shout out to David Bednar. Rookie of the year, Dermis Garcia. 21 home runs, 87 RBIs. NL side, ooh, there you go. Cedric Doss. 1 NL Rookie of the Year. I mean, his win-loss record and ERA sucked, but 245 punch-outs. Craziness. He's up to an 82 as well. Absolute monster. He's shaping up to be one of the best pitchers we've ever seen. Any plans for NCAA going forward? We're taking a bit of a break from it. I love it, but we often don't play games to death. We do bounce around a bit. All right, so there you go. The big news, Cedric Doss, Rookie of the Year, really sets the stage for you guys moving forward. Well, let's see what happens in the playoffs. See what happens in the playoffs. The Phillies beat the Cleveland Guardians in the 2024 World Series in 7 games. Phillies made it through Milwaukee and LA. Cleveland made it through Houston and Tampa, only to fall short. The World Series MVP was Bryce Harper. Postseason MVP, Ahmed Rosario and Bryce Harper. So Bryce Harper leading the way to a World Series for the Philadelphia Phillies, who look like this. And yeah, with Harper and Wheeler leading the way, it's not all that surprising. Benintendi, of course, was there. Schwarber. There you go. Phillies fans, it's going to turn around. Just give it a little bit more time. And with that, chat, we're off to another offseason. You guys were very, very close to making the playoffs. I was not, but that's okay. I think I was right where I wanted to be, and that was still in the trash heap. All right, so we have a lot to do. Because you guys don't lose anybody that's worth a damn. Nelson Cruz retires. Shogo Akiyama. Kenley Jansen's gone. Any Hall of Famers? No. No 2024 inductees. So, for the Athletics, exclusive free agent negotiations, it's all relievers. Oof. It's all relievers. That sucks. Right. Diaz wants a decent amount of money. So does Michael Feliz. And so does Trevino. Not really interested in losing any of them. I need them desperately. So Trevino's 33. Gonna give him a 2-year deal. Have him as a bullpen option. We'll give him a player option to opt out at the end of the year. And let's give him about $4.5 million a year. Got to make sure I hold on to him. Michael Feliz. Give you about a 4-year deal, bullpen option. Give you a player option. We'll give you about $4 million a year. Also a pretty big risk. We're going to front load that. And the big one, Edwin Diaz. Let's go with a 4-year deal, player option, front load it. And this is going to be expensive, but we're looking at about $13 million. We will qualify him just in case, because somebody will sign him and I'll get compensation for it. But I got to hold on to my bullpen. For you guys, it's Carson Kelly, Mad Bum, and Luplow. So this was the interesting one, because you did just draft a catcher. Kelly only wants $11 million a year. He's 30. But do you qualify him and knowing that you'll probably get a good deal in terms of draft pick return? Wants $11 million. Obviously, we'll have more interest with the more term there is. Mad Bum, no point in qualifying him. I mean, he's 35. And then Luplow is 31. So again, at catcher, you now have a good amount of people, right? You have Donnelly in the system. You got Del Castillo right behind him. So that's the question of, do you hold on to Carson Kelly? Mad Bum-wise, he'd be your 4th best pitcher. So maybe worth keeping. And then Luplow, you don't have space for Luplow anymore. You just don't. Like if you look, again, Gallegos, Becerra, McAlpin, Marte, Carroll, Thomas. No doubt Jordan Luplow's got to go. Great power, but you guys have no space for Jordan Luplow whatsoever. That'd be a huge waste of money. That would be a huge waste of money. Especially for $4 million a year. So, Luplow's probably gone for you guys. What are we thinking about Kelly? I personally would qualify him and try to let him walk to get compensation. Me personally. I'll tell you why. He's a good defensive catcher. But he has been getting progressively worse. He has been getting progressively worse over the past few seasons. I think now is the time to let him walk. I'd say now is the time to let him walk. So really quickly, we're going to run a quick poll. Oh, let's see. And it'll be Kelly, keep or walk. And then we'll also make that decision on Mad Bum. So again, you might have to refresh the stream to get that to pop up. While we're waiting, you guys get top priority on hitting coach because you had a better season. And let's see who is out there as the best hitting coach. Bill Kendall's not bad. Looking for a guy that has a minus to bunting, but also doesn't have a positive to bunting. Steve Romero's pretty damn good. The same time, you could go for Bill Kendall. I'd go for Bill Kendall personally. So he is your best option. See if you guys hold on to Bill Kendall. For me, I need a pitching coach and a farm director. Thank God it's finally Mark Kotze's last year of his deal. So for pitching coaches, Otto Robles is out there. Emmett Benson. Guess we'll take Emmett Benson. Get him up to about 1.5. And I also needed a farm director. Dusty Watan. Ooh, Lawrence Taylor. Speed, blocking, bunting, hits per 9. Let's go with Dusty. Alright, old Dust. Let's see what you got for me. I'm gonna have to offer him about $2 million a year, but we'll do it. Alright, let's see the result of the poll. Gonna let Kelly walk. Alright. So you guys are going to qualify Carson Kelly. He might stay, but if he signs somewhere else, again, you guys will get compensation picks back. But he might re-sign with you for that $19 million. So then again, there's Mad Bum. Now again, you have Severino, Gallen, and Doss. Drops off a bit there with some younger guys. Sachin might be ready. Yeah, I still think you're a couple years away. Honestly, it seems like a smart move to keep Mad Bum and then sign somebody else in free agency. I don't think we're going to have too many disagreements on that for you guys. Again, Luplow goes. Mad Bum only wants 5.2. To be honest, you can give him a player option to drive down the price. Honestly, front-loading it doesn't make too much sense because of the risk of the qualifying offer, so just keep it on normal. And, yeah, the question is what to pay him. Because a one-year deal, the interest plummets. It's got to be a 2-year deal with a player option to bump it up. Any disagreement on $5 million? Any disagreement on $5 million a year? Let me know. For now, that'll be the offer sent out. So like I said, we'll see what happens with Carson Kelly. And then Mad Bum, pretty solid offer to try and keep him. You could drop it, you could raise it. But I think that's not a bad way to handle things for you guys. Again, let me know if you disagree. But for the moment, we'll move forward. Wathan is on as the farm director. It's pretty high for Mad Bum. We can drop it. Benson's on. All right, Frankie Montes has exercised his option. He'll be staying. Okay. All right. Do we want to lowball Mad Bum? He honestly wasn't that bad for you guys last year, though. He was actually pretty damn good. Again, the only other option, really, I mean, you can drop it down to about 4.6. You might as well pay him the extra $400K just to try to get him to sign. How much money do you have to play with? It's in the corner. $56 million. You got $24 million in pending offers because you don't know what's going to happen with Kelly. So, how much for a year? Again, the problem is if you switch to a year, it plummets. So how much for a year? $6 million. How much for a year? $6 million is what you're looking at for 1 year. So the 2 years are probably better for you. Probably. Or just no offer at all, but then you're risking not really having a fourth starter that's capable. I think we're good. Tony Kemp has exercised his option. He'll be staying. Bill Kendall elected not to sign with you guys. Interesting. Interesting. Gave him a pretty good deal. Shout out to Ron Washington. Still kicking around. Steve Romero was the other good dude to sign. Try to get him there for you guys. All right. So, we go to free agency. Got a lot of management to work with. Again, here is a look at your team, chat. So keep in mind, once we look at free agency, what we're dealing with. So at catcher, right now, it's Del Castillo. Kelly could still come back. And again, you got Donnelly in the mix. First base, you got Buddy Kennedy, who was one of your better players last year. Again, he's like an 83 at third base. Second base, you have Rojas. You also have Gonzalez and Van Meter. Third base, Trey Turner. Shortstop, Jordan Lawler. And then in the outfield, Gallegos, Becerra, McAlpin, Marte, Carroll, Thomas. And Teoscar Hernandez, Dominic Canzone's there as well. So in terms of signing a position player, I don't know if you should. In terms of the pitcher, I mean, again, it looks like Mad Bum didn't accept, so a starter seems to be your target here. Bullpen, of course, you got Hicks, Dabovich, Wendelken, Middleton. You need help for both, but with Mad Bum not accepting what was viewed as kind of a stretch for some people, he still rejected that and went elsewhere. So here's who's available in free agency. At catcher, Carson Kelly and Yasmani Grandal are out there. No offers on Kelly yet, so he might be back with you. Of course, Grandal's 36 at this point. And you got the likes of Stallings, Nino, Danny Jansen. Francisco Miella is 29 already. First base, Pete Alonso. At 30 years old, Pete's out there. And Paul Goldschmidt, CJ Crone. Second base, Brandon Lowe and Dylan Moore, the top two. Third base, Alex Bregman. He's 31. Wants $22 million a year. By the way, Alonso's looking for 12, which actually isn't that bad. Shortstop, Carlos Correa. This is the gem of the class. He wants 32, just about $33 million. Moore should have a ton of versatility. He does. He can play everywhere but catcher. Literally everywhere. But do you need that depth? Then in the outfield, Tyler O'Neill, who is 29, wants $10 million a year. Austin Meadows, who wants $13 million a year. He's 29. Gurriel's 31. Jimenez is only 28. Wants $8.6 million a year. Center field, nobody really. Kevin Kiermaier is a defensive specialist, and then Juan Soto and Alex Verdugo are both available. Verdugo wants 15.5. Soto wants max deal. And then for you guys, for starters, Walker Buehler, 30 years old. Max offer of $35 million. You have Shane Bieber, who is 29. He wants a max deal. Brandon Woodruff is 32. He wants about $16 million. Corbin Burns is 30. He wants $22 million. You got Max Fried, who's out there, 31 years old. He wants about 23.5. And then it drops off a bit. Evaldi's out there at 35 years old. He wants $17 million. Pablo Lopez is 29. He wants $15 million. And then it goes down from there. Peralta, DeGrom, Hendricks, Clevenger. Stroman's out there. Your offer to Mad Bum is still technically alive. And then for relievers. 30 years old now is old Johnny. Got Matzik's 34. Castillo's 31. Minter and Bummer. And then Edwin Diaz is mine, but he is qualified. Liam Hendricks is 36. Nick Anderson's 34. Sims is 30 at an 87. And it drops off from there. So, chat, I'm going to need you to come up with two names. If that. You need a position player You need a pitcher. Who are the offers going out to? I need the same. Got to keep in mind the money that it's going to cost. God, Sean Murphy's all defense at this point. Okay. Really don't need a catcher. Yeah, really don't need a catcher. Desperately need a first baseman. Got Max Muncy at second. Not much of a need there. Of course, we got Devers at third. Poisson at shortstop. The outfield is set forever and ever. Amen. I mean, I could go after Soto, but we got Juan Fran. Kind of want to just trust in the youth that I have. And then starter-wise, could definitely use a starter. Put some people in the system, though. And then my bullpen right now is non-existent. My bullpen's non-existent. So, you guys have a minute or so to decide. I'm going to send out my offers, and then we are going to give it... I'm going to have Piney give the official word. Piney, consult with chat. Let me know what the consensus is. DeGrom at this point's old as fuck. He's 36. Alright, so again, definitely not going after Kelly. Definitely not going after Grandal. I'm good at catcher. You get anything good out of the 10 free packs? There were 10 free packs? Ooh, Moncada's 29. I had no idea there were 10 free packs. I guess we should go look at some point tonight. Game Pass perks, completely missed it. As much as I'd love to get Juan Soto. Man, he's only 26 as well. He's only 26. But I just don't have space for him. I just don't have space for him. Alright. No doubt in my mind, I am going after Pete Alonso. 100% going after Pete Alonso. Instead of giving him more term, we'll just pay him more. I can afford to pay him more right now. And I have hit the cap of his interest for that amount of years. 5 years, $15 million per for Pete Alonso is going to be the first deal that I put out there. And while I would love to go for any of those starters, again, I have a deal out for Diaz. If I lose him, I get draft picks, so it's fine. Sims is only 30. I'm going to also send a deal out to Sims. Lucas Sims will be the man. I'm going to go about $5.4 million a year. So those are my two offers. We are going after Lucas Sims and Pete Alonso. Moore and Burns seem to be the consensus for Arizona. All right. So for Dylan Moore, he's 32 years old. Obviously, the more you drop the years, it starts to fall off. And obviously, too, unless you want to tell him, hey, guess what? You're not an everyday player. That's a tough spot to be in. Also wants $6.5 million a year. So in terms of what I would do, and this is just me, I would say he's in a platoon role. I'd give him 3 years with a player option to win a little bit back, front load that bad boy, and I would give him about $8 million a year. That is the deal that I would throw out there for Dylan Moore. Are there any objections? Any objections? That's the deal that I would throw out if it was my team. That's the deal. All right, there you go. That's the Dylan Moore contract that's out there. You could lowball him a little bit more, but someone could come along and easily steal him. And then the starting pitcher was Corbin Burns. You know, kind of the same thing. Give him a player option, front load that bad boy. 5-year deal is nice. And then, to be honest, I'd drop it down to about $20 million per, because he has no other offers out there. So are there any objections to that deal for Corbin Burns? Chad, is that what you have in mind? To bring in another outrageous starting pitcher? Is there money for Verdugo? You're not allowed to go for Verdugo. It's Moore or Verdugo, and chat said Moore. He Burns to be a lock. You could pay him more. There is an argument. Someone's saying 110. You bump him up to 110. This is what the interest meter looks like, and obviously it's $22 million per. How are we feeling? Or do we split the difference at 105? But I mean, between Burns and Doss, you guys are going to have strikeout pitchers left and right. It's going to be gross if you get them. If you get them, it's going to be gross. Seeing a mix between 105 and 110. So what we'll do is we'll split the difference and we'll go 107.5. We'll split the difference. 21.5 per year. We'll split the difference off of what I'm seeing from chat. And those are the deals. So again, for you guys, offers out for Corbin Burns and Dylan Moore. You still have that offer out for Mad Bum. That's 6 straight 110s. It's still split, though. It's still split. Because the original idea wasn't 110. So no. It is where it is. I can bump it up if you want, but then you guys get to argue amongst yourselves. But Burns, Moore, Bumgartner, and again, you still have Carson Kelly qualified. So this is going to be close, and to be honest, if you look at your available budget compared to pending offers, I don't know if you want to risk paying Corbin Burns that much. You can if you want to. But boy, are you going to be up against it cap-wise. Just saying. Just saying, you might not want to front load that to buy yourself a little bit more space. You can go with the 110. B Major, what's up? Max says it's 8-2 for 110. There you go. Enjoy it. You got your 110. And now have 2.6 million left. Those were your decisions, chat. This is chat ran. B Major, it's your team against my team. You guys are in control of Arizona. I'm in control of the Oakland Athletics. So again, my offers are out there. Your offers are out there. And we'll see where we're at. And again, we still have a lot of other contracts to deal with before November 20th. So we'll sim ahead and see what happens a little bit here. Michael Feliz is no longer considering my offer. I didn't even go for Michael Feliz, so whatever. I guess he was mine already, huh? All right. Edwin Diaz has left. He has gone to the San Francisco Giants. $73.8 million for 6 years, which means I will get compensation picks for Diaz, but that is a huge, huge blow to my bullpen. I did end up with Lucas Sims, though. So I lose Diaz, get draft picks, have Lucas Sims to replace him. That's not that bad. I wanted he and Diaz to work together, but that's okay. And for the first time, I get both of my targets. Lucas Sim and Pete Alonso. Welcome to Oakland. And again, we know that Edwin Diaz left, as Diego Castillo also goes to the Giants. Right. So, we haven't heard enough yet. For chat, we have no idea still what is going to happen with Burns, Moore, Bumgartner, or Kelly. We'll find out very soon, but we got other business to handle right now. So, we'll see what happens.